Yeah, this is a movie script for 20th Century Fox. And this is the movie script for Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen out of New Orleans. And this was made in 1980. It was made in 1980, and the movie never came out. Like the actual movie never came out. So this is the script that was floating around Hollywood at the time. And like these notes that y'all see, I didn't write these notes. These notes is written by the producer. I think it's the notes on the back too. Yeah. So, like I say, this was done in 1980. So some of the best horror movies was made in the late 70s and early 80s. I mean, you get like a medieval horror. I mean, you get like Friday the 13th. You get Nightmare on Elm Street. You get like a medieval horror, Rosemary Baby, movies like that. And from like reading and studying this script, I could definitely see the resemblance of the times, late 70s, early 80s. Like this script is extremely dark and wicked. Lots of voodoo and black magic. It's a lot of demons and, like it's extremely wicked. And I would have loved to, see this script actually manifest. So, I would love to take on this project, like, further down the line. I would have to get in contact with 20th Century Fox, and work something out. Like this script is from the vaults. It's from the vaults, and, shout out to the person, that was able to get these scripts for me. So I have a script that's in the works right now called Hypergraphia, and I would be done in 2027. So the beginning of Hypergraphia starts in New Orleans. So I like, let me study like a script that was like based in New Orleans, just to see a script. Because writing a script and writing a book is two different things. I mean, we're dealing with a completely different science when it comes to, writing a script. This is why screenwriters make so much more money than like best-selling authors. I mean, screenwriters is like, it's extremely lucrative. Like this is like gatekeeping at the highest level. I'm not talking about independent movies. I'm not talking about movies and, I'm talking about like Paramount Pictures. I'm talking about A24. I'm talking about 20th Century Fox. Basically I'm talking about Hollywood. That's what I'm talking about. And the writers, in that world is like, that's like the highest form. It's extremely complex. And it's, more complex to write a script than to write a book. Again, this is why I say screenwriters, on the average, yeah, they get paid much more than like just like a best-selling author. And I'm saying best-selling author. So, like I say, this is a script from Marie Laveau. I got 3 of them. And this like another one right here, The Green Hornet. Now, the guy that did this is the same guy that came out with Chucky. Like the same guy that wrote Chucky wrote the original Green Hornet. Now, this version of the script is from 1992. So the original script, like this one right here, was for Brandon Lee. Now, anybody that knows anything about Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, when he came over here into America, the Green Hornet was like the TV series that, that he was in. Before the movies, he started off in the Green Hornet television series back in the 1960s, and he was Kato. So this script right here was for his son, Brandon. Brandon was supposed to play Kato, and this was in 92. And unfortunately, Brandon got killed during The Crow. I want to say The Crow Part 2. He got killed on the set. And that's another story for another day. But the original concept was he was going to play what his father played. He was going to play Kato. And that would have been iconic, to see Brandon Lee, playing his father, Bruce. Oh yeah, so this the notice right here. Let me see. This material is the property of Universal City Studios, and yeah. Again, this is from the vaults. Then I got one more, the Jesse Owens story. Now this is the DVD. I was studying the DVD. Now this movie came out in 1984. And there's a reason why I picked Jesse Owens. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. Move this stuff over. So this is the script. This is for Paramount Pictures. So this is Jesse Owens. So this script is for this DVD right here. So if you was to watch the DVD, it goes, right along with the script. It's a really good movie. Y'all should check it out if y'all get a chance. But the reason why I picked Jesse Owens, move this stuff over, because like one of my earliest materials that I wrote, it was based on Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens' story by Carlos Jennings, 1997. So I was like 15 or 16 when I wrote this. And I don't ever write like this no more. I mean, I don't ever write in cursive. Like, if I'm creating some material, I don't write in cursive no more. I mean, even like the structure, there's no paragraphs. I'm skipping lines in between. So, this is just me finding my craft, like learning my craft, perfecting myself as a writer. I'm a master writer these days, but, this is like the early years. Yeah, so when I had the opportunity to get the Jesse Owens movie script, I'm like, yeah, I definitely get that. And this right here is it's the schedule. Like when they was making a movie, this is the schedule while they was making a movie. Like I'll give y'all an example. Day 1, Monday, February 20th, 1984. So when y'all see EXT, like all scripts got this. So let me tell y'all what this means. So when y'all see EXT, that means external. So when you see EXT, that means the scene is taking place outside. So let me see, EXT, Cleveland, Ghetto Street, 1928. So the Jesse Owens story takes place like in the 20s and 30s. Well, the early part, like the early years, is like in the 20s and 30s. So the first couple scenes is outside, EXT, 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 like that. So when y'all see INT, that means internal. So when you see INT, that means, the scene is taking place indoors, inside. So the producers got to know these things so they can have a certain, certain type of camera, a certain type of, different equipment. You're not going to have the same cameras outside if you're shooting a scene indoors. You got different cameras. So the producer got to know these things when they reading the script, so that's what that means. But this is the schedule. Yes, I got paperwork on this movie and everything. I think it took like a couple months for them to finish the movie. And these are the like producers, the directors, like everybody that was involved with making this movie, the Jesse Owens movie. I haven't got their phone number. Yeah, so That's what that is.